How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. There's a lot of selling going on through the ETFs, the Bitcoin ETFs. I want to talk about that, talk about where the market is right now as we have fallen a lot over the last couple days. And I want to tell you about whether this is something to be concerned about. Of course, always do your own research. Make sure that you stay through to the end of the video to get my full feelings and thoughts on the situation. If you want to trade, there's a link underneath the video to Margex. As I've been saying, this is the time to sign up, get ready, get your deposits ready, so that way you can trade if you're looking to trade a breakout, or if you want to put in limit orders. If you're saying, hey, we're going to go down to 60, but I think we're going to move up, you can put in limit orders at 60,000. You can also short the market. You can long the market. But if you want to use leverage, there's that link to Margex underneath the video. And just a reminder, there are exchanges going down all the time, especially Coinbase. Apparently it went down again today. So yeah, just have another exchange set up. Be ready for volatility. Now, the NASDAQ ended the day down 1.5%. Cryptos all across the board are falling. Bitcoin actually fell all the way down to about 60,600 or so. A lot of altcoins down on the day. If we just sort this, there are only a handful of tokens actually up on the day. Actually, FTX token apparently is up about 7% here today, just crazy. But if we go here, yeah, 15% down, 13% down, 13, 12. A lot of cryptos down. Some of the best performing cryptos too last week. Some of the meme coins down a decent amount, and some games and AI and stuff like that. So yeah, just a rough day overall, down 3.13%. I covered in the last videos why this was. So if you haven't seen those other videos, check them out. There's some news about dock workers going on strike. There's also some missiles that were fired today too. Just a lot of uncertainty. The VIX spiked up 15%. So yeah, that definitely hurts the market. Also, there's some crypto liquidations too. But right now, a big part of this too is probably some of the ETF selling. You can see here, Bitcoin dropped to 4% today. They're decent numbers of volume. You can see multiple billions of dollars traded in the Bitcoin ETFs. GBTC had a $6 million outflow. Honestly, at that point, it didn't look too bad, but you can see BITB with a $33 million outflow, ARKB with $84 million, and then FBTC with a $145 million outflow day. Now, we don't have IBIT yet, but it is looking like a net outflow day of maybe $250 million or more. This is coming after we've had some big inflow days, so it only sets us back a couple days in inflows, but it definitely flushes out some longs. It causes people to wonder, okay, how are hedge funds actually approaching this, right? Are they actually bullish on Bitcoin? Are they just playing it on a daily basis? Do people get cold feet? They put in money one day and then some volatility comes and then they freak out and sell. Keep in mind, even a $200 million outflow day, $300 million outflow day, it's relatively small. I mean, just BlackRock has over $20 billion of Bitcoin. So like I said, a $300 million day is like 1% outflows. Not all that big a deal, really, when you consider it. Now, I'm not too worried, right? We have some bad news today with missiles causing volatility to go up. We also have bad news about dock workers. It just causes more uncertainty, and when that happens, markets fall down. But as I showed in the last two videos, when we have uncertainty, Bitcoin usually performs pretty well in the 60 days following. So I'm not too worried. I think, if anything, this is a DCA opportunity. I saw some people actually DCAing a significant amount and talking about how they're buying pretty much every dip, especially because dips in the bull market are meant for buying. It seems like we have forever. I know I've said this before, but it seems like we have forever because we've been here for 6-7 months. And then it'll be gone just like that. And you will not be able to come back to this time where you could buy Bitcoin at 60,000 or 55,000, or even if you time it wrong, you buy it at 65,000, 70,000, right? Eventually we'll be praying for a $70,000 Bitcoin because we'll be up at 100, 150, and people just wish that they had gotten lucky and bought in below 65,000. Keep in mind, everything's still the same that it was before. We still have a 50 basis point cut throughout the rest of the year, maybe even more than that at this point. We have further rate cuts from the Fed. We have increased liquidity coming into the system. We have what's typically a very good year for the Bitcoin market and for the crypto market. So I think this is all pretty good. We also have better regulation coming. I mean, obviously we have the election's coming up, and that's a little bit uncertain now, but we already know that the stance from politicians is softening towards crypto. And actually, this is pretty interesting. Bitwise filed for an XRP ETF. Let's read this for a second. I haven't read this article yet, but I saw this news. An application for a Bitwise XRP exchange-traded fund has appeared on the state of Delaware's Division of Corporations website. Cointelegraph independently confirmed the filing with a Bitwise spokesperson. According to the filing, the Bitwise XRP ETF was incorporated yesterday. The registered agent was listed as CSE Delaware Trust Company, which is headquartered in Wilmington, Delaware. Does not necessarily mean that a registration application with the SEC is imminent. This step could be part of the early stage preparation, and it's possible that no formal filing with the SEC could take months. And it's possible that no formal filing with the SEC could take months. I'm not sure the phrasing on that, but yeah, it's interesting, right? I'm assuming this is a spot ETF, right? We found out recently that XRP is not a security, but maybe the sales get a little bit interesting, right? So XRP, not a security. A lot of cryptos, I think, will be labeled non-securities as well. And I like to see more and more ETFs come. Of course, like just the Ethereum ETF was kind of a flop, at least at this point. Maybe the XRP is similar, but you could ride up the wave, right? You could ride up the wave as they're getting approved, as we're heading into a bull run too. Then maybe you want to take some profits. Maybe you think it's going to continue to get inflows forever. Maybe you want to continue to ride that. Of course, you can trade those. You can trade XRP, for example, here on Margex. You can trade it with all forms of collateral, whether you want to trade it with XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum or USDC, USDT, whatever you want to do. You can do that. But you can see on XRP just big volatility, like from 93 cents all the way down, just very short time later to 42 cents and then back up. Yeah, just crazy volatility there. But at the same time, it's been stuck for a very long time. Since about a year ago, it's been stuck in this 50 to 75 cent range. But overall, I think we're in a pretty good place, right? Don't freak out. I think this is a time where you just step away from the keyboard. Don't look at it as much if you're having a hard time with the volatility. And then, look in a couple weeks when we get more economic data coming out. Of course, I don't really suggest that, right? If you need that, do it. But otherwise, I'd stay plugged in as much as possible because this is an interesting time in the market and things can change really quickly. If you want to buy the dip, this is typically a pretty decent time to be doing it, right? We are heading into a very bullish time of the year, but of course, always do your own research. I appreciate you watching. Again, check out the links underneath the video. Let me know what you think about this market, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.